welcome back to another video. So we finally have an idea of where the Bryan Reynolds talks are going for the Yankees. And there was a tweet that came out not too long ago, earlier today, by a guy by the name of Cody Duncan. He writes a blog. He's on Fox Sports, so he has some credibility to what he's saying. But before we get into that, please hit the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. The subscriber number is jumping, and it's all because of you guys, and I really do appreciate the love and the support and, you know, the comment discussions that we're having and some of the other videos is great. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep subscribing. I know there are some of you out there who aren't subscribed yet. Hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. Thank you. So this tweet. So before I read the tweet, a couple of weeks ago, I posted a video about Bryan Reynolds, and that video was titled, "Would you trade your firstborn child to the Pirates for Bryan Reynolds?" Now, that was sarcastic, obviously, but it turns out that's what you might need to actually do. So, again, for the fans who are dead set on Bryan Reynolds coming to New York, you might want to shut off from here because it's not happening, bro. I'm sorry. So, here's the tweet. At this moment in time, with how the trade market currently is and also where the Yankees stand compared to other teams, it would take Anthony Volpe, Jason Dominguez, and more to get a deal done for Bryan Reynolds. Let that sink in. It's not just Dominguez. It's Volpe and Dominguez. It's your top two prospects, and that's not even enough. They still want more. Now, let me ask you a question. Is Bryan Reynolds a top 5 ball player in the major leagues? Your answer should be no. Is he a top 10? Answer should be no. Is he a top 15? Answer should be no. So why are you trading your top 2 prospects for a ball player who is good? Don't get me wrong, he is a good ball player. That is not a top 15 ball player. That is someone that is not a Soto or a Ohtani or, I know his name's a little touchy, but Trout, right? Those are the type of players you trade your 1 and 2 for, not Bryan Reynolds. And it's not prospect hugging. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear, you don't want to trade your prospects and you want to, no. I would trade those 2 guys for the right deal. This is not the right deal. You have other options out there. Yes, they're higher risk, like a Kepler, like a Profar. Profar would just cost you money, or a McCarthy, right? So you have 3 options right there that are more inexpensive, because I don't think McCarthy's going to cost you Volpe and Dominguez. I think you can trade for McCarthy and keep both of them, to be honest with you. But where it currently stands, the Yankees need to pivot. They do. There's no commonsensical way you can defend trading Anthony Volpe and Jason Dominguez for Bryan Reynolds. Okay? So the dream of Bryan Reynolds playing left field for the New York Yankees, that dream is dead unless the Pirates come back down to earth with their offer and their asking price. Okay? So I'm going to use this reference because this is what my wife and I did all day. You walk into a house that's priced at $699. You walk in, you say, this isn't worth $699. This is worth like $450. That's where the Yankees are at when it comes to Bryan Reynolds. They're probably shopping at the $450, $475, $500 level, and the Pirates are asking for $750, $800 for their dump. So it's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. There's no way you could tell me that it makes sense. Now, what might make sense for Reynolds, and I don't know what it would take. I don't know if, Gleyber would be enough, but you bring in a third team. Now, what team has a lot of pitching prospects that might want to move some of them? Miami, Texas. Those are the top 2 that come to my mind. Now, if there's another one I'm missing, let me know. But Miami already signed Segura, so maybe Gleyber doesn't fit in Miami's plans. Segura is going to play second base, and then you have Jazz playing short. So Gleyber might not fit there. Texas is actually in on Reynolds. So you probably can't get them involved unless, they sign somebody else to fit the need. So that's the only way Reynolds comes to the Yankees. So it's either a 3-team deal or the Pirates lower their asking price. And they don't have to. They don't have to move Reynolds. They still have Reynolds under control. And they'll get a deal done with him and he'll play in Pittsburgh. Now, if everything works out the way we think it's going to work out, I think your starting left fielder is going to be Profar, Cabrera, Kepler, McCarthy, or Hicks. Those are your 5 choices. Okay, maybe even Florial. Okay, maybe if they bring in Florial and try to give him a starting job off the bat. So the Yankees do have options. A few of them are in-house. A few of them are free agents. A few of them are on the market. Now, what do the Yankees do? Where do they pivot? Now, I think they're out on Bryan Reynolds at this. Again, they're out. There's no way. There's no way you can justify trading Anthony Volpe and Jason Dominguez for Bryan Reynolds. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. And, if you think that's a fair offer, you need to go reevaluate what you think is fair, because that's a fleecing. The Yankees would be fleeced. You don't want that. Nope. Brian Cashman is smarter than that. And, I mean, just to say it again, I've been against Bryan Reynolds and this deal for a long time. Even when it first started coming out, before I even created this channel, I was against Bryan Reynolds. I was always looking into McCarthy. McCarthy was the one. I'm going to keep saying his name because now I'm seeing videos pop up on YouTube on McCarthy. But tell me what you guys think. Now, in the comments section below, let's start the dialogue. Is this a good deal? Do you make the deal? Where do the Yankees pivot? Is it Bryan Reynolds or bust? Right? Those are some of the questions that you can ask yourself and have answered in the comment section. I will reply eventually. Okay? So that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.